People always ask how I balance my family life with 400 shows a year. I'm just doing what I love with the people I love. It's my magic life.
I like Wes Iseli. I like everything about him.
All right, we are back, and this week it is Natalie and I. It has been 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 5 weeks since our last time together.
I have no idea.
And, man, we are rocking and rolling. It's summertime. We got shows coming in. We just dropped off the kids at Bible camp.
Vacation Bible School.
And it's going to be the quietest background noise podcast we've ever had. We probably still have cats knocking at the door, banging at the door, but...
Yeah, all 3 kids are gone. Lana is not participating. She is a helper this year. And so the boys are participating. She's helping. We're all alone.
It's going to be good tonight. It's going to be quiet. But the welcome ceremony, I had to work the lights, and Natalie's like, can we go now? Can we go now?
Are we allowed to go? Like, they're doing Vacation Bible School. This isn't announcements. Can we go? Are we allowed to go? And you're like, I have to work lights. For what? Like, there's a couple videos and one little joke. And
Don't make fun.
It was cute.
But anyway, we are in the middle of our busy season. Tomorrow morning, we have to be in Northern Virginia, which is like 2.5 hours away.
At 9:30.
At 9:30 a.m.
Set up and be ready to go by 10 a.m.
Then we have an illusion show tomorrow night at Massanutten Resort.
Yeah.
Which, are we going to have a lot of dead time in the middle or not really?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because we have to get from Northern Virginia to Massanutten, and we get to Massanutten by 3:30 to start. It's a long load in at Massanutten.
And it's a ski resort, so it's all downhill going in, and then all straight uphill loading out after you're tired and after you're done with the show and just want to be home.
And so I told you I was worried about... I think I'm going to be fine during. I'm wondering a couple hours later if I'm going to be hurting from lugging dollyfuls of equipment up the hill.
So let's go ahead and get into your health update. Natalie, what's your health update?
Not much of one, really. I mean, I'm doing pretty good. I still have the flippy floppies, if you will. And I did one workout, and there was a couple times during the workout where I was like, maybe I should stop, but no, I'm just going to keep going. And then I was good until that evening, and I started hurting for a while. So I thought I would do one workout a week and do it on Mondays, and that would have been today, but I'm worried about all that I'm going to be doing tomorrow, so I just did my walking. All the rest of the week I'm doing walking, and I'm trying to really walk fast, like at a fast clip, so that I am heavy breathing, and I've built up to a little over 2 miles. Woo.
But I don't go with her because it's not fun for me because I'm playing catch up the whole time. I have to jog at her walk.
Yeah.
What did you set the treadmill to? I was at a full jog with your fast walk on the treadmill.
I think it was at 5.
I don't think I've ever ran that fast on the treadmill.
That's not.
My little feet are just...
That's not. That's. Sorry. That's a. I don't know. It was. Like somewhere
like
between a fast walk / slow jog.
No.
Yeah.
No, I am jogging at like 3.5.
God.
Like I am jogging.
That would be like a slow walk for me.
Anyway, I don't know. So your update is
I'm
once
getting
a week.
better, slower, slowly.
And hopefully tomorrow.
Hopefully tomorrow won't be as bad. Like, I won't have any after effects. That's what I'm hoping, but I don't know. I don't know, because the workout made me hurt later. I'm just wondering, I'm lugging equipment uphill afterwards, and it's like 3 or 4 trips of heavy stuff. And when I was doing all the working out I was doing, lugging up the hill, I was going, so I can't imagine, I'm not there yet where I was last year.
Because we have a show plus illusions plus inventory.
Right.
And the projector screen for our videos.
and a curtain for in front.
Yeah, we have to bring our own curtain. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's lighter this year, at least.
Yeah, yeah.
At least you have something else.
But it's
anyway.
another trip because you're not carrying that. Yeah.
No, but you took a trip at some point, and it was just curtains. Now you don't have to have a big old rod following you behind.
Right. Yeah.
It'll be easier.
So anyway, our Magic Van is back. I feel like we haven't really had the Magic Van since 2020, since COVID times, but that's not true.
That's not true. No, that's not true. Because we would use the van when the boys were first born. We used the van and my car and took 2 cars to every show.
When
the boys were first born, we didn't get that RV until the summer after the boys were born.
And I was like, well, we just did a show this week.
Spring.
We just did a show this week and everybody fit. Why did we have to take 2 cars? I couldn't figure it out.
Because we had Willow with us, so we had one more person in there. We don't have the extra chair in the van.
So the way the Magic Van is, it's an old work van. It had shelving in the back, like a painter or an engineer. Something used it, right?
Yeah.
Electrician, I guess is what I was trying to say. And I took out one wall of shelving, and then I have all the drawers and everything on this side, which was cool.
On the door side.
Yeah, we don't need all that, though.
Probably.
We don't really use that anymore.
Not really. But then we put in a bench
and
at the door.
We put in a bench sideways that's facing just like our front seats are. And we got the boys in their high chairs, and we had to get seat belts and the mechanism to weld that in. So
they did that for us when Lana was a baby.
Yeah, so we got the seats and the seat belts and all that situated. And we could do our show tomorrow with everything. But,
van. Yeah.
But that means you have to carry everything over.
Right. But we couldn't do Macedon with the van.
You don't think so?
No. You wouldn't be able to fit. Because if we're doing Metamorphosis, that would take up half the back of the van. But anyway, also, now that he wanted to get an RV to take everybody around in, we are 120% spoiled with having a bathroom and having a refrigerator, and the boys are spoiled with having snacks at their fingertips. So the van is a backup. If we can fit the RV, we're taking the RV. And here's the funny thing. The gas mileage on both, exactly the same. We looked it up.
Right. You say it would pull in the trailer, though.
Yeah. Well, then you add pulling in the trailer, it might be a little bit worse, but by itself, exactly the same.
But anyway, it's nice to have that back. And we can take the kids to every show now. We were leaving them at home a lot more when we just took Natalie's car, because once we load the show into Natalie's car, there's no room for the kids.
Right, we had to put all the seats down in the back.
So the only thing we don't have to take the kids to is like a close-up gig, like at a
wedding,
bridal shower, or wedding, or a corporate event.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, in other news, Lana's art. She's been very busy lately.
Yes, she has.
We've been painting a rock in the backyard. We've
been building the rock. The first step was the cardboard.
This thing has been a financial nightmare.
It was all your idea, too. We'll make it, and it'll be cheaper. I think it's been 10 times more expensive.
Well, I saw a TikTok video of a guy making like a Halloween mask, and he made it out of spray foam, and you spray it with water, and then you can mold it and sculpt it, and you sand it down and paint it. Well, I saw another video of a guy making a rock, and he's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this rock. And I'm like, a rock? Bingo, that's it. So Lana has homeschool art classes. I'm supposed to teach her.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, when we first moved into this house, we have like a sewage pipe in our backyard. It's just a white, 6-inch round pipe that comes out of the ground, almost a foot.
Yeah.
But it's an eyesore. And I told Natalie when we first got the house, we were buying little things for the house. Let's go on Amazon and get one of those little rocks just to put on top of it.
Mm-hmm. We just never got around to it.
It's a fake rock. We just never did it. They're like $40 on Amazon.
Yeah, and we're like, that's $40. That's awfully expensive for a rock.
A fake rock. A fake plastic rock. That's ridiculous.
That's so expensive for
now,
a fake rock.
Lana has spent 6 hours sculpting the rock formation out of cardboard and hot glue.
Yeah, which that wasn't too expensive. That's cardboard and hot glue sticks. It's not bad.
It was probably $6 worth of hot glue.
It was a lot of hot glue.
And then $30 or $40 worth of spray foam.
Those cans don't last for much because she's made it into a huge boulder at this point.
It's big.
Yeah, it is big.
It's big.
It's
about that big. Yeah. If you're watching on video.
2-3 feet wide.
And 2-3 feet tall.
Yeah.
2 feet tall.
Something. I mean, but it's not a square or anything. She's made it to look like a rock, but it's like, woo!
All right, so now we're $40 into spray foam because they're $10 a can. And then I told Natalie, I said, oh, we'll just spray paint it. But I know from what I know that they have this spray stuff that like does speckle paint that looks like rock. And you can buy that. And I went to Tractor Supply, they didn't have it. Went to a couple other places, they didn't have it. Walmart had it. And we got it, and it was like $17 a can. Natalie's like, you want to get 2 cans?
No.
A can of spray paint will be plenty.
And my mind's going, they used 4 or 5 foam spray cans. And he was saying, oh, we'll put the paint on thick. And I'm thinking, even though I don't want to spend another $32 on, I mean, that makes the rock $72.
It might not work. It might not. First rainstorm, first ice storm we have, it might all just... Who knows?
What happens if it gets really windy and it just blows away? That's $70 gone. It's like one of the kids. It's like one of the kids' balls outside. You have
in the trampoline,
but somehow they're across the street at the neighbor's house.
But we're $70 into this thing now, and we're not done. We have to buy another can of spray paint. Hopefully the next can is enough. And then we probably have to put some kind of poly sealer on it.
Oh, Lord. It's getting more and more expensive.
We have to seal it somehow.
We just need to... I'm rethinking. So when this whole project started, Wes was like, okay, this will be the first project. We'll do a rock. I mean, how can you mess up a rock? And then after that, we're going to use this and we're going to make big gargoyles to go next to the driveway out front, which I think would look really cool. But at this point, I'm thinking, I don't think so. How much is one gargoyle going to cost me? $500?
I don't know.
$1,000?
Well, it's not going to be life-size gargoyle. It's going to be about as big as a rock.
No, it needs to be
That's a big rock. That's a big rock.
Honey, it needs to be at least like waist high.
Well, I was going to make pillars.
Out of spray foam and everything else. Exactly.
And rock paint.
This is going to cost me like $1,000 to make. I think I can find them cheaper on Amazon.
Anyway. So that's what we've been working on. And Lana sculpted this rock. And the funny thing is, I just let her go. Natalie's like, you're teaching her. Why aren't you on top of her?
I thought this was supposed to be a father-daughter art class thing. And every time I see it being worked on, she's all by herself and you're off doing something else. And I'm like...
I have a problem where I either do it or no, you're doing it wrong. And I'm taking over. So I'm trying to let her have free reign. And
you need to learn to be a teacher.
With art, I have my vision, she has hers, and it's hard, but listen.
To be a teacher.
So I walk away. And when I came back, 4.5 hours later, she had built on a west wing on this rock.
This is why it needs supervision. It could have been half the size if you had been watching her.
I said it needs to be this big, honey. It needs to be a bread box. And this thing is this big. But my joke was it had a west wing on it because it looks like a rock on this side, and then it protrudes way far this way. She's trying to make funny angles, which... She's
really trying to make it look like a rock.
Which was oblivious when you put spray foam on it, because now it's just a big marshmallow, and we're cutting the spray foam down and cutting through cardboard, because guess what?
And sanding. Yeah. Right, exactly.
You couldn't see it. You didn't know where it was.
Cardboard pieces showing. That's why we're like, I don't know if it's going to last now.
We don't know what we're doing.
$100 rock, first rainstorm is going to be gone. Disintegrate. Done.
It was art. It was art class. We learned.
Yeah.
But on Father's Day, she surprised me, and she brought tears to my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing everything I could fighting. I didn't want to cry in front of everybody. You had the camera out.
Yep. And we got you tearing up.
It was bad.
It was a good.
I didn't think they did anything for me for Father's Day.
Well,
I thought nothing.
How rude.
I heard you guys doing hand painting. But it could have been like drawing around your hand and making a turkey out of it or something. I heard something with hands.
Yeah.
And, all right, put your hand here. Oh, wait, and paint or whatever.
You
But
can't
I don't
keep
know.
5-year-olds quiet and then trying to wrangle them to do it.
I don't
is hard.
care. It doesn't matter. I thought they just made me a card for
Nope.
Father's Day.
No. So, what do you want to talk about first?
You can talk about all of it. I don't care. Go for
Okay.
it.
So we'll save Lana's for last then, because hers was pretty impressive, and we made you open hers last for that purpose too. We didn't want you to think the first one wasn't as good. But anyway, so what I did is I ordered a frame on Amazon, and it says "Best Dad Ever," and then on the bottom it says "Hands Down Love," and in the middle it's just blank, and you're supposed to put your handprints on it, and it's framed, and it comes with a little frame stand. And so I told Lana to put her hand on first. So she put hers kind of, what do you say, that catty corner, kind of tilted to the side in the middle and pink. And then Julian and Lex put their hands a little bit, over hers, because it's like an 8x10. It's not huge. So it's kind of hard to get all their hands on there. So they kind of did diagonal and kind of put theirs, and they all overlap. And then it came with little tiny hands and little hearts, and you write their names on them and attach those on there so that, hands down love, and then you have the names of each kid. And so I wrote on little hands, you'll put a picture of this up, I'm sure. On the little hand, I used 2 little hands for Lex and Julian's name, and I used a heart for Lana's name, just to kind of mix it up. And so Lana was very helpful in I needed help. Julian was all about putting paint on his hand. In fact, he wanted to do it himself. And then, and he just wanted to keep going and keep going. And I was like, okay, let me just make sure you got all around, everywhere, so that there's not a spot open. And then I needed Lana's help of hold the hand, and then we'll position the frame, and then we'll both push down. So hopefully we don't just get a smear. And then with Lex, we had to kind of bribe him because he didn't want to get paint on his hands. So we bribed him with a cat because he really wanted to hold Tiger, and Tiger was running away from him. I said, if you put your handprint in paint on this picture, I will get you Tiger, and you can hold Tiger.
I heard that part.
So then he cooperated. So it came out really cute. And I mean, it's not perfect, but I thought it came out really well. And so that was a gift from all 3 of them. And then Lana had been working for a week on her gift. And the 3 of us, me, Wes, and Lana, have been going back and watching Smallville together. So if you've ever watched Smallville, or you haven't watched Smallville, it's about Clark Kent in high school, and he has powers, but then he's starting to get new powers and learning how to use them and navigate everything. And in one part, there is a metal key, which is like an octagon shape, and it has alien writing on it. It's about the size of the palm of your hand, and it's a spaceship key. It's a key to his spaceship. And in another part of the series, Lionel Luthor he knows about this key, but then he loses it. And so he makes one out of kryptonite with the alien symbols on there and everything. And so she wanted to make both. And so she tried to make the kryptonite one first, and she made it out of hot glue and food coloring. And she was testing on how to do, she had little tiny globs of hot glue mixed and trying different ways to mix the food coloring in there. And she was really trying to figure it out. And
I'm oblivious to all of this. That's why I teared up. I was oblivious to all of that.
She did the hot glue part when we were home after church on Sunday, and he was away at Massanutten. And it took her the entire time just to do the hot glue one. And so she did that one, but she was highly disappointed in it. And she got the alien writing on there, and that looked great, but you can't really see it unless you put it up to light. And I said, Lana, I know it's not up to your standards or up to what your vision was, but I was like, give it to him anyway. I think he's really going to like it. And so she did, but she also made, and she was planning on doing both of them anyway. She made the other one, the metal one, out of clay, and ended up painting it and then carving in the symbols and making those darker and doing all sorts of stuff.
But it looks like the alien writing right from the show. It looks perfect. It looks perfect. It's up there behind you.
Yeah.
But
so yeah.
In the show, anytime Clark is around the kryptonite, it glows. So it's like a white light shines through it. So all I did was put a white light behind it, and it looks amazing.
And you can see, through the green, you can see the
and
symbols.
you can see the alien writing and everything.
Yeah.
I think it looks great.
I think she
doesn't like it?
She didn't. And that's why, and so she even, like, I offered to get her a bag out of the attic to wrap it in.
She likes making them.
She wanted to make one. So she made her own little bag. She likes making them. And she put the clay one in the bottom because she liked that best. And she put the kryptonite one on top so you'd see that one. And you wouldn't be disappointed if you opened it the other way.
But when I got it, I'm looking at it and I'm like, no, I got the silver one first.
No, you didn't.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because I was like, I don't understand what it is. And she said, hold it to the sun, Dad.
Yeah, that's
and I held it to the light. I'm like, holy crap. Because then the images came out of all that writing.
See, that was the kryptonite one.
And immediately when I left, I'm like, I got this. This is great. But I want to display it, and it looks so daggone good. I'm thinking about it. Honey, let's go to the dollar store and get some fairy lights. I want to put fairy lights behind it so it glows. And then I'm trying to get a little stand for it because it's just the discs. I want to stand it up so people can see it when they come over to the house in the magic room or wherever I put it. Ended up in the magic room. And I got to do this and I got to do that. So eventually I got a touch light behind it, which what I'm going to do, telling everybody and you at the same time, I'm going to get a touch lamp like I have, like a 6-pack with a remote control. So I don't have to maneuver it and turn it on and turn it off. I can just turn it on.
Yeah. Cool.
That's the way to do it.
So we gave all of that to Wes the day before Father's Day. So we celebrated Father's Day on Saturday and we went down to my parents' house. And everybody swam in the pool and Wes and my dad got in the hot tub. The boys did too at quick intervals. And then we opened presents and celebrated because Wes was going to be at Massanutten on actual Father's Day.
And the boys acted like they couldn't wait to get in the water. And when they got there, they just played around a little kiddie end. They had swimmies on, a whole life vest. Mm-hmm. They swam in that all day long. And they ended up floating towards the deeper end. But they were fine and comfortable because they were floating. They could swim great. So they had no fear. And they wouldn't go down the slide. And I'm like, go down the slide. No, don't want to. But they played for 4 hours. By the end, I couldn't get them off the slide because I want to hold them and help them because the slide's slippery for their feet and their arms. And they said it was Lana.
I think it was Lana. Yeah.
But somebody fell off the ladder and hit the ground
when she was a lot younger. Yeah, it was Lana. Yeah.
But Julian swimming all day long and climbing up.
Yeah.
I did catch him one time.
Oh, really?
And it only takes one time.
Yep. But yeah,
I felt like I was being overprotective. But that one time, I was like, I'm glad I was there.
Yeah, no, you're fine. They had to build up their courage to go down the slide because they were afraid of water going in their eyes and up their nose, is what it was. And then they started jumping in the water off the side of the pool and plugging their nose. And then eventually they quit plugging their nose. And I was like, okay, guys, if you can do that, you can go down the slide. And
I picked them up and hugged them in the water at one time and then turned them around and threw them. And they wasn't happy. And then I hugged him some more. I won't do it anymore. Then I grabbed the other one and throw him. Then Julian got mad. But by the end of the day, they were just jumping in the water. Who can jump further? Who can do this? Yeah.
They had a great time.
They had a really good time.
And then in the deep end, Mom, my feet got this close to the water. And then the bottom. And then my feet touched the bottom, Mom. Not if they did or not, I don't know. But
no, they didn't. Not with the life preserver.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
But they did go down under a couple feet. But it was cute.
Also, since we've talked to you guys last, we had some shows where we had, I don't know, a 40-minute break from driving, get to the show, there's no one there. Let's skateboard in the parking lot beforehand.
Oh, yeah. So we did that twice. I haven't done it since. The first time was at that church up in Northern Virginia. We got there early. Boys had a blast. Wes carried them going down a hill and around a corner, and they thought that was great. And Lana was trying to get her nerve back up because she hasn't been, I almost said ice skating, skateboarding in a while. And then the next time we did it, we got to
That was a wilderness resort.
Early. And so we just they did it in the parking lot. And Wes was like, all right, just be careful. There's cracks, there's rocks. You hit one, it's going to just stop real fast. And the boys were doing great, just all by themselves, their hands out, just riding down the hill, thinking that was
a little hill.
Awesome. They had so much fun. And then it all ended abruptly because Wes tried to ride the skateboard back up the hill, hit a rock that he was... And his skateboard went from straight to sideways, and he went down on the ground, and his head bounced off concrete. And I was like, oh no, we're going to have to go to the hospital. Show canceled.
I was trying to be all manly, but I'm a baby. My head hurt, throbbed. And you said my head was bleeding, but it was like road rash. Like, it wasn't trickling down my head, but it was blood everywhere. Yeah. And I didn't have a hat to cover it, and it was right in the back of my head.
Well, that would have really hurt to put a hat on top of it.
No, because it was here. It was here, and my hat goes over it.
Right.
My hat came under.
Right here.
Yeah, but my hat comes under it. See,
that's where that sits, but you'd still feel that, wouldn't you?
No, because I had bandages on the next day. That whole bandage didn't touch it.
The next day, but for the right after.
Well, I wanted to cover it because anybody sees it. It was just, it looked gross. But anyway, I was embarrassed. If you guys want to see it, it's one of my Magiclife episodes. The boys discovered the joy of skateboarding or something was the name. It's like 313 maybe is the episode number. But you can see the gash in the back of my head. That was
yeah.
And then
it's all better now.
And then it's better now.
You can see where it was.
I have a Tony Hawk Wii game that comes with a little fake skateboard. And they have sensors so you can grab the board or kick the board up or like pretend to ollie or whatever, or manual. And try to teach the boys how to play that because they like skateboarding now.
And they were begging to go to a skate park because Wes was telling them, oh, we'll go to a skate park. We'll go to a skate park.
And we have one 30 minutes from here. We still haven't gone.
I know.
And, boy, they go to turn the game on and everything, and they're all set, and I'm showing them how to do it and everything. Wait, Dad! And they have to go get their bicycle helmets and put them on. Help me faster, help me. I don't want to end up like you, Dad. So.
They learned their lesson. Through Dad.
I taught them something.
That's good, though. That's good. They need to wear helmets when they do a skateboard.
Well, you talked about Massanutten. Massanutten booked me for 15 weeks of close-up magic this summer for their Sunday fun days. And
every summer. I mean, every Sunday.
Every Sunday for 15 weeks straight. And they have characters up there like Elsa or Rapunzel. And they have a little pony. They have an ice cream truck out there. A bubble truck out there. They have a restaurant right there that you're kind of supposed to be going near. And that's also at the top of the ski lodge, the ski area. So the ski lift is right there. So you can buy tickets and you can ride up the ski lift and just look at the view. And they have a little picnic area over there. People just to hang out and just spend their Sunday up there. And a really cool magician going around. And my family's not with me, though. But
we'll be there this week because we have a show right after.
Yeah.
But the rest of those Sundays, we're going to church because that started the last week of May and goes through the first Sunday of September. And then the next Sunday, we're on vacation. And then that's this following Sunday through like the second weekend of November, whatever that is, the weekend after Halloween, we are at the farm and we have to go because those are shows. And so we're going to be missing church all of that time for almost 2 months straight. And I didn't want to have the kids and I didn't want to miss church from May through part of November. So, I mean, we're not really needed. It's close-up magic. It's just close-up magic.
And you'll get pictures and video this week.
Yeah. So.
And we still have
enjoying going to church.
We still have Massanutten Illusion shows they're doing, but this is new. This is new.
Yeah, this is new. I think this is cool.
We did a show for our library, and we're driving down the road, and we're good on time. Everything's great. We're good. And Lana, we are on the interstate, and Lana says, Dad, where's the animals?
Yeah.
So that happened 3 times in 30 years.
Yep.
2 times in Maryland, just random Maryland shows. And this time for a library that I've been working since before Natalie.
Yeah.
And they didn't hire us to do animals.
No.
Nobody even commented about animals. No. But that's my opening act. I have the dove act as the beginning.
And closing.
Well, and turn doves to rabbit as a finale, yeah. But I feel naked without them, so it's like doing a show without you. I can do it, but I don't like it.
I wasn't worried. We were listening to a podcast. We pushed pause when Lana said that, and Wes was like, "What are we gonna do?" I'm like, "Wes, we have plenty of stuff. It's okay. You just fill it in." I pushed play on the podcast. I wasn't worried at all. Wes pushes pause. He goes, "We need to make a set list." I'm like, "Okay." So we make this set list that has way too much stuff on it. We set all of it up. Because we have all of it with us. I mean, we have plenty of stuff with us. We didn't need half of it. So
we had like 6 items.
See, I told you there was no need to worry.
Well, yeah. I want a set list. I wanted to control the situation. Remember when you found out you had twins?
Yeah.
All you could do on the way home was figure out a name?
Yeah, but that's life changing.
I didn't have my animal. I was stressed.
One is life changing. One is, it's one show. I know you can make it through. Done it before. It'll be okay. I have faith in you.
It's been a long time.
He's stressed out. But it was fine. Nobody said anything about the animals not being there. Still got compliments after the show. I mean, it was...
Your friend showed up. I told him.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Of course you did. So, yeah.
But his brother's a magician. He's like a ventriloquist, I think. He does puppetry stuff.
He does, ventriloquism.
And,
with puppets, but yeah.
And they come to our Halloween party. They're like family. We know them real well. And I'm like, did you notice anything different? I forgot my animals at home. Yeah, I was wondering. I said, but was it all right? Oh, yeah, it was great. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
See?
Let's see. We also talk about animals. We have had horrible luck with our little farmette that we have out here.
It's sad.
It's
very sad.
We have like 5 acres out here. We have a little farm, a little barn. I call it a farmette.
A farmette, yeah.
So we had 20 chickens, 2 ducks, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 doves, and 3 bunny rabbits. Now we
still have 3 bunny rabbits.
What do we have now?
We only have 4 doves left. We lost 2 of the baby chickens out of 4. And we lost, I don't know how many adult chickens.
So we had a crazy ice storm in February. 3 weeks of like 3 inches of ice. It was bad all over Virginia. Like, we did a school and they said they had to get the county or the people at the school, the parents. That's what it was. The parents came out and shoveled the school because they wanted to get their kids back to school because it was ice and the trucks couldn't do anything for the ice.
Yeah.
So the parents came out.
Yeah.
They got together. We got to get our kids in this place. We have to work. That's how bad the ice was.
Yeah.
And during that time, it snowed a little bit on top of it at one point. And Lana got paw prints out there that were big paw prints.
Cute.
And we put that photo into Google AI thing, and it said Bobcat.
Yeah.
My next door neighbor has game cameras all over his 40 acres, and he sees bobcats all the time.
Right.
So we're like, Bobcat got 8 of my chickens during the snowstorm.
Yeah.
So we refortified the fence out there, got everything done. All the way to June, it attacked again.
Yeah. And it got 2 of our little call them teenage chickens, because they were running around with the rest of them. Got 2 of those, and I don't know how many adult chickens. And
I got 12 this time. You got 12 this run.
And then then you fixed it. Thought we fixed it. And then he was at Massanutten on a Sunday. I was taking a walk, and I almost missed everything. But I looked over there, and there was a dove out in the open part of the cage. So there's an indoor barn, and the doves stay in there. And then there's an outdoor area that's caged in so that hawks and stuff can't get the chickens and the ducks that are running around.
But it's outside the barn. There's just
and
4 by 6s.
And this dove is out there, and I'm like, what?
4 by 8.
And then I look over, and there's another hole in the caging, and there's a dead chicken. They just played with it this time. mutilated it.
Its head was gone, and its
well, I was trying
everything
not
else was
to be
gone.
gruesome.
It was,
but
it
anyway,
ate the inside and its head.
It just played with it pretty much and left everything else. And I was like, and so I went in, and that poor dove was in a shock because he did not move. He did not try to get away from me. I gave him love as best I could. No, he's okay. I put him back in his cage. And at that point, I thought we were down to 3 doves. And then I look out, and one of our baby chickens is just out in the woods. And I'm like, oh no. Great. So I called Lana out to help me wrangle her back in. And I thought I lost her at one point because with the older chickens, if you each come from one side, you can just kind of wriggle your way up and then just catch. And so that's what I tried to do with this one. But that didn't work. And she flew 10 feet in the air. I kid you not. And just out into the woods. And I'm like, great. Had her. And now I'm the one that made her lost. And so, but she wanted to be with everybody else. So I just made Lana stand by the open door, make sure none of the other chickens got out. And I kind of went around the other way and guided her in. But that night when Wes got home, we, instead of just reattaching the gate, we put more wire stuff, whatever it's called, down all the way across that
Not
side.
just chicken wire, it's thick mesh wire.
Yeah. And so we put it along the side and then had it bend and go down on the grounds, and then we covered the ground part with dirt. And then, yeah. And then we've been putting all the chickens, making sure all the chickens and the ducks are inside the barn and closing the barn. Because in the summertime, we wouldn't do that because it's nice. They all go inside the barn and roost at nighttime, but we leave the door open because it's nice. It's summertime.
And in the wintertime, I just have a doggy door. So to keep the doves and the bunnies
warm.
Yeah.
There's
heat lamps in there and things. In the summer, there's just no ventilation. It's so hot. So I open the door wide 24 hours a day.
Right.
Because it's protected because it's all caged.
But not now.
But this bobcat was ripping the chicken wire and ripping through the cage.
So we shut them up at nighttime now in the barn every night. And then Wes actually went out to shut the barn up and found another dove, but he was out in the woods, just sitting on a tree.
Just like
and
this.
Same thing, in shock. So it was no issue. He just walked up and picked him up, right?
And it didn't move. It didn't flutter from me. It didn't, and it's not one of my trained. It's not a trained dove, so they're usually flighty.
Yeah. No.
No, it was nothing because it's not our trained doves. It's
yeah.
And they're usually squirmy and getting away from you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're just in shock, I think, is what it was. And I was worried, like, okay, we found them alive, but we're going to find them dead later because they were in so much shock, so much stress. Their hearts gave out. But luckily, they're doing good. Then we get all of that worked out. We decide, well, we're going to get some more baby chickens.
Oh, wait. We got to talk about catching the thing first.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I want to set a trap for the bobcat, but I don't have anything. And my buddy's like, we Googled it. You're not supposed to kill them. But all my friends...
Unless you find them actively killing your livestock.
I feel like I have enough evidence.
Right.
But don't kill it. And then all my friends are like, and my next door neighbor, I'm not out of town, but when I get home, I'll set up shifts with you and I'll shoot it. I'll be happy to shoot it. And I'm like, man, I'm not going to set at my barn. Because who knows when it comes. It might come at 4 in the morning.
Right.
I don't know. At some point at night, it's coming out there. And I'm going to be so bored.
Well, that was really nice of him to offer that.
Yeah, great. Nice. So, I don't know what I'm doing. But I have a raccoon trap or a possum trap or squirrel trap.
Oh, it's bigger than a squirrel. Well, I mean, I guess you could catch a squirrel in it. But it's like possum, raccoon size trap.
That's all I had. So, I put gloves on and I took the decapitated chicken and I crammed him back in the load area to track him in. When he steps on the trap, it closes. Went out the next morning to see what I caught. And I spent 3 miles walking my trails, walking the backwoods, calling my neighbors, telling them if they see a trap, let me know.
Took the chicken, the trap, and everything. It's gone.
So what I think happened was he crawled in, because he's getting through a tiny hole in the cage. Like I mean, he might be pulling it back, but it's not that big of a hole.
Yeah.
So he can fit in that.
Yeah, he can certainly fit
right?
half to 3/4 of himself in there.
So what I think is like Looney Tunes. I think he crawled in there, and the trap caught his back legs, caught his belly, and he stood up on his hind legs, running through the woods with the chicken on his
Just
head.
dragging it around. Oh, it almost makes you feel bad for him. Almost.
So yeah, that was my Looney Tunes thing. So I had ChatGPT draw me a picture. Maybe I'll put that in the podcast as well.
Yeah. So we were down on chickens. So we decided we've reinforced it. Been a few nights. Nothing's attacked.
And I put the game camera up, and I've got possums out there, and I got raccoons out there. I haven't got the Bobcat on the cam trail yet. He's still running around with
a cage on his head. Yeah. But anyway, so Wes went and got 6 more baby chicks and 2 baby ducks. And we had them for a few days, and one of the baby chicks just wasn't growing. Something was wrong. She didn't end up making it. So then we were down to, and that's just a nature thing, down to 5 baby chicks and 2 baby ducks. Cutest things you've ever seen. So, so cute.
The baby, we tried to nurse it so much.
We did. We really did. So sad. I tried to give her a pep talk. I tried to give her so much love and just.
I tried to force feed it. I tried to give it water.
She didn't make
sugar, water. I tried.
We tried everything. Poor little thing. Just wasn't meant to be, I suppose. So down to 5 chickens, baby chickens, and 2 baby ducks, and they're up in a cage so that they don't get trampled by the adult chickens and ducks. And we have it all set. They're all set. Wes says, I'm going to go feed them and shut everybody up for the night. Then I get a phone call. Get out here right now. Just get out here as fast as you can. Oh.
Goodbye.
Okay. Yeah. And then he just hangs up. I'm like, okay. So all I did was put on flip-flops. I mean, I didn't even put on good shoes, and I just ran. I was like, oh no, something else attacked, or somebody else is sick or something. And I get out there, and he goes, I just need you to watch it. It's sleeping. Don't let it get out, and don't let it get any more. And I was like, what? Darn snake crawled up into the cage with the baby chicks and the baby ducks. Ate both baby ducks and killed one of the baby chicks.
This was like a 6-foot black snake, and it was thick. But besides the lumps in its belly, it was thick.
I felt like crying. I was like, So I'm sitting there, and I'm trying to be quiet.
Well, she said, Wes, hurry! I said, shut up, he's sleeping.
I'm like, oh, okay, shh. And I'm just watching it. It's not moving. It's just sleeping. And I wanted to reach in and there's 4 baby chicks left. I so wanted to reach in and get them because they were in the back of the cage on one corner. The snake was in the back of the cage of the other. But I was afraid I'd get bit. And I didn't have any gloves. I didn't have anything except for a flashlight that he left me with. And so I'm just watching. And we have a chicken who's decided it's a rooster and comes in the darn cage. Shut up! 1, you're a chicken. 2, you're gonna wake the snake. But it did it like 4 times. Luckily, the snake did not wake up. But I felt like I was waiting forever for Wes to get back.
But this little farmette thing is just driving us crazy. Right. If it's not one thing, it's the other.
It's crazy.
It's been crazy.
I was just into the night, and I was like, I'm depressed. Like, good gosh, this is awful. But luckily, the past few nights have been smooth sailing. Knock on.
Yes.
Lord,
and I
have
fed
mercy.
today. Everybody was fine.
Yeah.
No holes. Everybody was good. We also did a field trip after one of our shows, and
I was just going to ask you. You went to Tractor Supply today.
They had no chicken.
They had nothing. Okay.
Not there. They had them in Greene County, is where I got them from. Remember? Yeah, not the local one.
Okay.
We did a show in like Southwest Virginia, near West Virginia, and they have a dinosaur museum there.
Oh yeah. Hold on. You take over. Okay, never mind. I'm good. I was making sure we weren't getting text by BBS. Yeah. So it's called Virginia Museum of Natural History. And last summer, 2025, we went there and they had this big picture of a dinosaur on their window. I mean, the place looks huge. And the boys saw it and were so excited. And I just felt I was in school at the time, and I felt like I didn't have time because it looks huge. And I'm like, we're going to be there all day. I have schoolwork I have to get done. I mean, I have due dates on stuff. Hopefully we get hired here next year, and we'll take them next year.
It's
If
a
we don't get
multi-million
hired there
dollar
next
building.
year, we'll make a special trip, and we'll go.
It's a multi-million dollar building.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
I would think. And so they did hire us again this year. And so I was like, okay, we're taking them. We have to take. And so the people that we did the show for were really nice, and they let us leave our animals there. And then we walked over. We had lunch in the RV, so nobody was hangry. And then we walked over, and it was a success. It was a hit.
Before we even got the cameras out, when we walked in the front door, the kids just separated in two different directions, trying to point out everything they see.
Yeah, you walk in the front door, and right there to the left is a, what was it? Stegosaurus?
Stegosaurus, sure.
Something. Bones right there. And they're just so excited. And it just, yeah. It was like that for most of the...
And Natalie's like, I'll get tickets, you take care of them.
Yeah.
I don't know how. They're going in different directions.
You had a lot of helping you too, though. So, but yeah, I mean, we went... the first floor was the whole floor, and there was a couple little hallways you went down and did little things. They had a fossil pit that you could just brush off the fossils with and everything. And we took a while on that floor looking at everything and all.
And they had animatronic dinosaurs that moved and growled. And,
yeah.
They had a projector on the ceiling that made it look like a running river in the hallway that you had to walk over. And the boys were afraid to put their feet on it because they thought they were going to fall in.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very funny.
Then they were stomping the fish because they knew it was pretend, like a video game.
Yeah. And they had, like dinosaur teeth that they could touch and rub. They had
things you pushed a button and a light went off that told you facts. They were just going around pushing buttons.
Yeah.
Like a children's
looking
museum.
at different fossil layers. And they had I say stuffed animals, but they're not stuffed animals. What am I trying to say?
Mounted animals?
Mounted animals. They had a whole bunch of them all over the place.
Yeah, they had
Boys
zebras.
thought that was cool. Rhinoceros.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff. But then they were like, downstairs is live animals, and upstairs is... I can't remember what they said upstairs was.
Upstairs had butterflies. That's all I remember.
That was when you went to the
elevator
on the first floor.
But I don't remember anything upstairs besides butterflies.
You got to see the bones that were hanging. You got to see those more. But that was just... like, upstairs was just like one hallway going across, and you could look down over the first floor. And so you got a better view of the bones that were hanging up in the ceiling. And then there was something at the end of the hallway. Yeah, I don't
Like a little exhibit at the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
And then Julian wanted to go through the emergency door.
Let's keep going.
And Natalie's like, no. And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. And she's like, no. Yeah, go ahead.
It says emergency exit only. No.
But this can't be everything.
I'm like, I think this is it for upstairs. And then they told us...
it's like, why even come up here?
They told me there's live animals downstairs. Things like turtles and... I can't remember what else they said. They named like 3 things. And I thought they meant, like, I assumed there was and more attached to that type of thing. But there wasn't.
She heard that when she was buying tickets.
Mm-hmm.
What I heard was there's live animals downstairs. So I was expecting a mini zoo. I don't know why. I was expecting...
I thought there was going to be more, too. But we
go downstairs, and we ride down the elevator with this lady. And we got 5-year-old boys. It's like homeschool field trip. I'm like, I bet this lady's a scientist. She works here.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I just got back from a school show, and I have Sheldon the turtle with me. And when we get out of the elevator, you want to pet Sheldon? Yeah.
Yeah, they're very excited.
And then she took the turtle out, let him paint it, and I'll put him in the water, and it went in the water.
You can watch him return home. It was a cute little slide. So she put him at the top of the slide, and he slid on back down into the water.
Right, like a duck.
Yeah.
He literally enjoyed that ramp.
Yeah. She said he sometimes just does it himself, too. So, yeah.
And then
that's so cute.
On the other side, there's Madagascar hissing cockroaches.
Yeah.
Like 1,000 of them in a big cage.
Ugh. And there was a snake. I can't remember what kind of snake. It was orange or red or something. Can't remember what kind, because we only got to see little piece.
And then they said there's a gecko downstairs, but we can't find it.
Yeah.
I think the cage is empty. Yeah, I don't think there's anything.
It said there was a gecko in there, but I didn't see a gecko.
I think that's ha ha ha. We have a gecko because it's camouflage. You can't see it, but they don't have a gecko.
But yeah, and that was literally it.
And a game machine down there. That was it.
Yep. And yeah, I thought there would be more, but that was it. So the first floor, I was kind of expecting the basement where when we went down to be as big as the first floor, but it wasn't. It was just those few animals. And then the top floor was just a hallway. So our main visit was the first floor. And so it didn't take us but a little bit over an hour to do all of it.
We took our time because the boys played in a sandbox digging dinosaurs for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. And we took our time going through. Like, we have nothing else to do today. We're just gonna enjoy this and do all of it. And we did, but it only took us a little over an hour. And if I had known that last year, we could have done it last year. I mean, a little over an hour I could have done while I was in school. But if you look and you see the outside of the building, it looks humongo. And I thought, well, that's going to take the rest of the day.
Yeah. The lady
did.
that had the school that we were at, she said, 45 minutes, you'll be out of here.
Yeah.
Because I was afraid with my animals. I asked her, I said, now if we come back, what time do you close? Because you won't be over there that long.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah. She was like, we close at 5. The museum closed at 4. So even if we had stayed all day there, it was...
And when I got back, she said, how was it? It ain't Richmond, is it? She thinks we live in Richmond, Virginia, in the big city.
It's like,
no, we got Bobcats and
we live
black
in the country.
snakes and raccoons and possums bugging us nightly. We're in the country.
Yeah. But it was I saw nothing wrong with it. I mean,
it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And I mean, as long as you go in there knowing that it's not going to take you all day, it's about an hour to do. And that was, that was the boys running back to things that they really liked and taking our time. So.
And how random was it? We told her dad about the place, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I was there last year."
Well, it was a few years ago, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's weird.
It was kind of neat. Oh, and a lady at church. If we had known.
Is that what she was talking about? Oh.
Her mother-in-law used to work there, and they, for like a long, long time, and they actually like dedicated a part of the garden out there to her, and there's like a little rock memorial. I was like, I wish I would have known. I would have taken a picture. But yeah.
What lady from church?
Amy.
Huh.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yep. Nope, not me.
Also, Natalie tricked me and telling me that we're going to go see a Disney
I never said
Sleeping Beauty, and her parents invited Lana to go. If we have shows, can we just take Lana? We're like, no, we'll all go. We'll make a family day out. It'd be great.
I told him it was a ballet. I said Sleeping Beauty ballet.
She took me to a ballet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see a ballet.
I said that. I said that in the first thing. I said they're inviting us to a Sleeping Beauty ballet. And if we can't all come because we have shows, because it was on a Saturday, could they come pick Lana up the night before and take Lana? Well, it so happened that week we had shows on Saturday or Friday and Sunday, but nothing on Saturday. So Wes was like, yeah. I was like, okay, we're going to a Sleeping Beauty ballet.
And I said, I can't wait to see Mickey. I thought it was like Sleeping Beauty on ice or something, where Mickey will come out and Sleeping Beauty will come out. And...
Yeah, no, it wasn't the Disney version, but I can see how you would take that step. Sleeping Beauty, okay, Disney. And I didn't know if it wasn't Disney, honestly. I didn't know if it was going to be Disney or not, but I did know it was a ballet. I told him like 5 to 10 times it was a ballet.
I think the boys would be okay if you did it again. It would left us at home.
Probably. But they were funny because they were like, oh, yay, we're going to a ballet. Lana's going to be in it. Because the only time we've gone to a ballet is Lana's performances. And we're like, no, sweetie, Lana's going to watch with us. She's not in this ballet. But Lana's going to be up there. And even though we were sitting in a row and Lana was 2 seats from me, or 2 seats from Lex, and then it was me and then Julie. Lex was like, oh, look, there's Lana. I said, that's not Lana, honey. She's sitting right there. Like,
but this was a 2.5 hour ballet.
It was.
It was super long.
I
was bored out of my mind. I was trying to be an adult, and the kid in me was like, when is this going to be over?
They had
Golly.
3 intermissions. So they had like it's not preview, what is that called? The before thing, something, whatever it is. What is it called?
I got preamble in my head now.
Okay, whatever. And then Act 1.
Prelude.
Is that the right word?
I don't know.
Okay. So they did that, and then they had a 15-minute intermission. Then they had the second act, 15-minute intermission. So it was 2 intermissions. And then they had the third act. And so the longest part of the play was the first part with the prelude, I hope that's right, and the Act 1, and then the 15-minute intermission. During that intermission, Lex goes, I'm hungry. And I said, I should have brought snacks, because you look around and everybody's pulling their own food out. But they were selling cookies and all out in the lobby, so Wes went and got all 3 kids a cookie. And that helped for the first part of the second act. The kids were just, the boys, it got quiet at one point, and all you could hear was chewing, just now smacking the lips. It was kind of funny. And then, by the end of Act 2, Julian had fallen asleep. He woke up during intermission, and then by the end of the play, both boys had fallen asleep.
I took my dress shirt off and gave it and wrapped him up like a blanket, and they were holding me. And
yeah,
that was cool, daddy bonding time. I didn't mind that.
It was.
They're my little
That was
babies
very
again.
funny. But I liked it. I enjoyed the ballet.
And
I thought it was really good. And the only reason I was I'm like, okay, when is it over? When is it over? Because I could feel the antsiness from the boys starting towards the end.
And from me.
And from you. And so that's the reason why I was like, okay, is this almost over? Is this almost over? Otherwise, if they hadn't been there, I would have been fine.
But Cinderella comes out and does a finale.
It wasn't Cinderella. It was Sleeping
Whoever.
Beauty.
Some princess.
Aurora.
Comes out and does a big fancy dance. And then Puss in Boots comes out and does a fancy dance.
Yeah.
Everybody claps. Lights go out. And the boys say, Bravo! Shoot, now blue people come out.
Yeah.
And now they do a fancy dance.
And
then the
after
lights
each
go out.
dance, that's it, right, Mom? That's
Yeah.
it? No.
But they started yelling Bravo. I don't know where they got that from.
It's very cute.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It's very cute.
But yeah, don't take me to that again. That was
Well, then you got to go out to lunch with us, and so that was probably your favorite part.
it was good. That was good food. It was Mexican. It was good.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we've had her car had issues. We got that all situated and taken care of.
Yeah. It needed an oil change, and then one of the windshield wipers wasn't working, and that just felt. And that was during the time period when we actually had rain. So we're going around with just the driver's side windshield wiper going off, and it's like, oh Lord.
I was doing a show. I was doing a wedding by myself, and the wiper on the right side, the passenger side, the left side they were going together, but the right side was going. It was hitting hard. I'm like, what the heck? And then it just stopped. But I didn't hear a motor going. I didn't hear it trying. I didn't hear anything. So I said, I think when I told him, I said, I need an oil change. I think the motor's gone. And look at me. I think I know what I'm talking about. And she's like, no, it's just a bolt that came loose.
Darn it.
It was just a screw.
If we had known that, we could have done that ourselves. But
So
anyway,
I paid labor. I paid labor for how much?
tightening of a screw.
Probably $30 an
I
hour
don't
for
know.
labor for tightening a
Probably.
screw. And they took them a minute, but you have to pay for the hour.
Probably.
Yeah. But yeah. So other than that, guys, that pretty much catches you up. But a couple facts I want to tell you real quick.
Real quick.
I now have multiple blogs. You can go to magiciansmagicshop.com is the easiest way to get to it. My daily magic news site is a blog that you can go to, and I tell you daily magic news that's happening around the world. I'll show you a couple magic videos, something new from the magic shop that I'll put on to advertise there. But if you go to a part on that site, on the blog, it says, view my profile to see my other blogs. I have lots of other blogs. Since I've been kicked off of Facebook, I don't have my groups anymore. So I have a podcast group, blog that you can see. And I uploaded Lana Young today because we talked about Lana for the Nicole Pearson podcast.
Okay.
And I put her reel on there for her being on Vampire Diaries, and WandaVision, and all the other shows that she's been on, and the links to her episodes as well. So I'll be updating that, and when I have somebody I'm interviewing, I can put the links to their books and all that stuff there. And always check out my Patreon. If you guys aren't a member of my Patreon, join at least the free version. I put a new magic book on there today that's free. You get a free book. So far, I've been doing free books for like the past 30 weeks. So there's lots of free content on there. And for $5 a month, you get at least 8 new videos a week and everything that I put on, which is like 1,000 other videos. So there's lots of content for $5 a month and 8 new videos a week. So that sums up everything.
All right.
Sound good?
Yeah.
I got to go pick up the kids at Vacation Bible School. So the only thing left to say is see you next week.
Check us out online at wesisley.com and patreon.com/Wes_Isley for behind-the-scenes videos, blooper videos, never-before-seen footage, discounts on merchandise, magic trick tutorials, and more. That's Wes Iseli, spelled Wesiseli.